coffee break with me. Woo! Did you see? I kind of snuck in a lipstick check. Today I'm here with a very important video, and I came up with this idea because I noticed that there is a lot of confusion regarding the Metamorphosis quad. If you're not familiar, I don't get tired of saying this because I'm so proud of my little project. If you're not familiar, Metamorphosis or Be the Change is a quad that I designed in collaboration with ColourPop Cosmetics. And I've noticed that there is a lot of maybe confusion or misunderstanding or just lack of information because a lot of you don't follow me on Instagram. But the purpose of this quad was to have one new eyeshadow finish that would be considered a transformer, or an eyeshadow that could change, modify, or be the metamorphosis of an eyeshadow base. And so I hear a lot of like hums and whispers and comments saying, Kindness is Bay, Kindness is MAC Blue Brown Pigment, Kindness is Insomnia, Kindness is like, everyone thinks that Kindness is a dupe for something. And I'm here to tell you that it's not a dupe for anything, because the two shadows in this quad, Hope and Kindness, the true transformer shades, are a new finish from ColourPop called Sheer Opal. And Sheer Opal is a sheer shadow used as a topper to modify a color, or as a topper just to be a sheer wash of like almost like pixie dust on the eyelid. And so before I get any further into this video, I'm going to link the story of this quad in the description box below in case you missed it. I'm also going to link several Instagram links where you could click on those links and see in action how these two eyeshadows transform eyeshadow bases. So you don't have to have an Instagram account, you don't have to have the app. You could look at my Instagram from a desktop or from a website or any type of browser. You can look at my Instagram. You don't need to have the app, or you don't need to have an account, okay? So anytime that you see an Instagram link, you can click on it and you can see whatever I'm trying to show you. It's kind of like my I don't have a blog, but I'm trying to show you a picture type of cheater mode. So this quad, like I told you guys, has two colors, and let me get those for you guys. It has two colors, Hope and Kindness, which are a new finish from ColourPop. I believe it is limited edition, the quad and the finish, and they look like this. The two eyeshadows, like I said, are a sheer opal finish, which means they are thin enough to change an eyeshadow, but so that you could still see through the actual eyeshadow itself, this one. So what I like to do is I like to take my favorite eyeshadow crayons, like from Rimmel, from Milani, and I use that as a base. You could also use MAC paint pots, you could use Maybelline color tattoos, you could use any long-wearing eyeliner that you have, you could even use powder eyeshadows. Anything that you've used on your eyes can be used as a base. My preference is to use something that goes from cream to dry or wet to dry, like a paint pot or an eyeshadow stick, because they perform the best. So again, these are sheer opal finishes. So they're designed to be thin so you could see through them. ColourPop has other types of finishes in their collection. For example, they have the classic metallic. This is a metallic eyeshadow. If you look at it, it's a pressed metallic pigment. It's very reflective. This is the color Slay, in case you're wondering. Another finish that they have in their collection is ultra metallic, which is like metallic on Red Bull. Let's keep it PG. Do you see the difference? This is metallic. It's a little bit more raw and crude, and this is ultra metallic. It looks like a liquid metal on the eyelid. That's the color Liberty. Another finish that they have is Pearlized. And Pearlized, let me show you, is really creamy. It has a pearl-like finish. If you were looking at a pearl and you see it has almost like a matte glow. It sounds like an oxymoron, but that's the best way I can describe a pearl, is like a matte glow. And that Pearlized shadow was Acorn. And they have Satin, and I'm gonna show you guys my color strength so you can see what Satin looks like. Satin is an opaque base, but it has like a almost like a sheen to it. And when you see it really up close, you could see little tiny itty bitty, 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 bitty baby sparkles. I mean, like, if Pixie Dust had a baby, that's how small the sparkles are. After satin, you have a satin Luxe. And that one is a satin base with more visible sparkles. I mean, more chunky sparkles, I'm gonna be honest. This is the color Halo, and that's right there on my middle finger. So they're very similar, but when you see the swatches up close, you're gonna see the difference in the glitters. So that is Halo. And then the last one that I wanna show you guys is Matte. And I don't know what I'm doing because my fingers are covered in ColourPop shadows right now. So if I need to touch my camera, I'm screwed. So this is Matte, and I mean, Matte is self-explanatory. It's fully opaque and it's just a solid shade. And that's that color right there. I picked these three similar so you guys could see three similar colors, but three different finishes. Okay, so let me show you guys this hand right here. The first color that we have is a metallic finish, and that is the color Slay. I think this came out with their Christmas collection. In my middle finger is the Ultra Metallic, I think is the, yeah, Ultra Metallic, and you could see my middle finger looks like you melted a nickel on it. It is super metallic, but it's smooth. And then on my pointer finger is the Pearlized finish. Doesn't that look like pearl earrings? So you have that glow, but it's not shiny, it's not shimmery, there's no sparkles, there's nothing. It's just like, it's glowy, like it's smooth like a pearl, but it's not, there's no chunk to it. There's no shimmer, there's no pixie dust, nothing. Then on these three here, on this finger, the ring finger, I have a satin finish. Here I have the satin Luxe. And then the last one that I have is Matte. So if you look at the back of my hand, you could tell how different these three are. They're almost the same exact color, but if you pay really close attention, this is satin. So you could see it has a glow about it, but it's not chunky. Then you have this middle shade right here, and this one is glowy because it has like distinctive sparkles in it. You could pick up on those little pieces of sparkle. You could see them. Can you identify them? They're almost like silver. And then this is matte. So the finishes are different. On this side over here, I have metallic, ultra metallic, and pearlized. I'm not sure if those are all the finishes that ColourPop has done. I know that over the months they have changed the names of certain products. For example, they used to be all called Pressed Pigments. That's what the name of all of them were, metallic or not. But they have kind of subcategorized them now. So when you're looking on the website, it's easy to get overwhelmed because you'll see like, I don't know, a lot of you guys said that my color strength looks like a lot of the other colors that they already have, or even like one in Kathleen's quad, but pay close attention to the finish because the finish makes a really big difference. When you see Slay and Liberty together side by side, you're like, whoa, they're both silver eyeshadows. They're like metallic-y silver eyeshadows. But when you see them swatched, there is a really big difference. So kind of gauge your purchase based on, is that a finish that I'm gonna like? Is that a finish that I can roll with? And then pick the color that you like with the finish that you like. So all of us like that warm toffee brown or that classic transition shade. So find the transition shade that you like, and then see if there is a finish that you would be willing to work with. So again, when you're looking at the Metamorphosis quad and you're trying to find a similar product or something that is dupable or something that you already have in your collection, the possibility that you have it in your collection already is probably slim because this is a purposely sheer eyeshadow. If you guys see a lot of you guys already got your Metamorphosis quads in the mail and you've tagged me on such beautiful swatch pictures, but when you see the swatches, they're really pretty, but they're very sheer. You just have like, if you don't see it like in video form, you really can't imagine how it could work. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys had that, idea, because even if you're not gonna get the Metamorphosis quad, but you've been wanting to get ColourPop shadows, be cognizant of the finish. There are so many different finishes, and there's some that the metallic ones, they have chunky glitter. Do you want an eyeshadow with chunky glitter? I know I do. But some people are like, no, I don't like anything glittery or chunky. So then get maybe like an ultra metallic, or, try and see what finishes they have. I know a lot of times they pull and move different products, change the names, switch out stuff. Read the fine print. Next to the name, they always have the finish in parentheses. So read the fine print. If it's something that you like, then you're welcome, basically. I'm such a brat. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check the description box for the birth story of ColourPop Metamorphosis Be the Change Quad. I really think that you'll find something useful out of that video, even if you don't like the quad. So check that video out. I will list all of the products that I talked about in this video in the description box below. And I think that's it, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, if you found this video